Lord Jesus, honey. Hey, y'all, I'm back, child. A few of my people was like, no, don't go live, don't go live, don't go live. Listen. Oh, woosah, woosah, woosah. I even hate to have to come out here and do this, and I am going to try to maintain my composure as much as possible. But when I tell you, I don't even understand. She said, Amore is a very smart woman. She knows what she's doing. Yes, I am a very smart woman. I do know what I'm doing. I do want to clear some things up because I have been told that the girl that took me to court and lost her lawsuit has been over there just, oh my God, telling all types of lies. And I don't understand why. Okay. One of the things that I want to say, which I'm not going to address everything, but I am going to address a few things because it sounded like for a moment that she's trying to say I was scared of her. She said, please check your inbox. Okay, will do. But it sounds like she's trying to say I was scared of her, as in, like, I guess physically afraid, like she was going to fight me or something. Like, I'm not sure what's that about. However, please believe that was not the case. What the case was, we was just so used to seeing one thing on camera and on photos and shorts and lives and photos that when Candy is the one that noticed her when she told me and I looked. Can y'all hear me? Please believe it was not any scaring in me. I had nothing to be afraid of. I knew it was not a case when she told me. When I went to court the last time, I knew it wasn't a case, okay? I didn't have nothing to worry about. First of all, let me back up a little bit that I left out. She said, please don't, she's seeking attention, she's mad, she lost. Absolutely, I understand that she's mad, but I don't, oh my God, I can't stand, I just don't, hey, Candy, oh my God, hey, Sean, I just can't believe how can somebody come out here and just straight up lie like that. Attention is one thing, but to literally come out and just lie, the judge snatched me away and, oh, I got snatched away by the bailiff because I raised my voice in court and I was mad and had to get taken out. Are you kidding me? Are you for real? Let me straighten that up and then I'm gonna get back to what I saw and couldn't believe it. And I'm gonna try to be as calm as I know how. First of all, the bailiff did come over and tell me that the case is over. He did not snatch my arm. He only put his hand on my arm. He did not pull my arm as said person said. I don't even think they are allowed to do that. But what I did not understand, I didn't know if the judge knew I had a counterclaim. I said, wait a minute, we forgot to go with my counterclaim. And the bailiff said, no, case is over. The case is over. So I didn't know that when the judge make a ruling, that's it. I thought maybe he didn't realize I had a counterclaim. So I said, wait a minute, I got my counterclaim. And he said, no, the case is over. So the judge didn't say the case is over. The bailiff did. He said, no, the case is over. And I didn't understand him. So, and y'all know how I am. I'm a type of person that I ask for clarity. I love clarity. That's why I walk back in the court after the judge says no disparaging or no defamation remarks. I walk back in the court to ask, so does that mean we can't speak on each other? I was told disparaging remarks and defamation. Okay, so with this whole permanent, she can't speak on me in public, I can't speak on her in public or private, we can't ever mention each other's name again. That was never stated by the judge. I promise you it was not. I don't know if she heard that shit from a birdie, a fucking cricket, a roach, A caterpillar, a butterfly. I don't know who told her that, but it was not the judge, okay? The judge said no disparaging comments and no defamation. I don't know where she get that other shit from. I don't know if she was in the same, at this point, I don't know if she was in the same courtroom as I was in, because I also heard that she said the judge was snapping at me, Candy. The judge, and I didn't even want to say this the last time I was on live, because I didn't want to say this. I promise y'all I did not want to say what I'm about to say. The judge was laughing. He was a very friendly, playful judge. He was laughing. That judge was, she said he snapped on me a couple of times. He got her together a couple of times. Are you serious? Got me together for what? The first thing out her mouth when the judge asked, what was the defamation statements? I swear on all 5 of my beautiful children and my 10 grands, she said she called me a narcissist. And the judge laughed. Who takes somebody to court for that? Now, it wasn't the only thing that she said, but that was the first thing that she said. She called me a narcissist. The judge laughed. He really did. The judge didn't have not one frown on his face. Even when the judge was writing up whatever he was writing up, saying no disparaging comments, no defamation, he was still smiling. She said he got me together. Y'all, if the judge got me together, y'all know I'll come out here and be like, shit, that judge got me together. That judge told me I better do this, I better do that. I would tell y'all. The judge laughed, y'all. He even said, this sounds like some catfighting. And I said, that's exactly what it is what I said. And she said, I heard this, the girl that took me to court and lost, I heard her say that she definitely had a case. Well, if she did, she didn't win it. So where was her case? Because the judge was like, he said, so how did she defame you? She called me a narcissist. He was like, well, are you a narcissist? And then she was like, no. And he says, well, you know what they say about judges? They call judges narcissists all the time. And he looked at me and said, did you call her a narcissist? And I said, I did. And he did say, why would you say something like that? And I said, because she is a narcissist. That's what I said. He didn't get mad over that at all. And then she says, I don't have a psychology degree, and I do have a psychology degree. That man was looking at her like, you in here for that? Then she said that I took Ozempic to lose weight, and I did not take Ozempic, and here's my doctor notice to show how I lost weight. And then she says, I have diabetes, and I do not have diabetes. Here's my paperwork that says I don't have diabetes. And then I went to behavioral health, and here's my paperwork that said that I went and got counseling. The man was writing up no disparaging comments and no fucking defaming each other. Right then and there, it was so fast. It was so fast. I promise you. It wasn't no long out. He didn't even hear my case. I didn't even get to tell him the things that she said about me, because that's how quick it was over. When he said, this sounds like some catfighting. Well, he said, and he said, let me hear your side. He cut her off. She said, I cut her off. No, the judge cut her off. The judge looked at me and said, let me hear what you got to say. And when I said, well, can I say the things that she said about me? And he said, yes. I said, she called me a bitch. She called me a hoe. She misgendered me. She called me nigger Nate. He said, what's a nigger Nate? That's exactly what he said. What's a nigger Nate? I said, well, nigger, he said, I know what nigger is, like, but what's a Nate? And I explained to him. And he says, no disparaging comments. No, that's when he said, this sounds like a cat fight. And she was like, can I play my recording? And I said, I would love for her to play it. I said, I would love for her to play her recording, because I listened to her recording. Her recordings was more, to be honest with you, it was more incriminating toward her than it was me. And I said, I would love for her to play her recording. The judge wouldn't let her play her recording. The judge didn't even hear my case. And I was thinking, Because when he said no disparaging comments and no, he was saying no disparaging comments and no defamation. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. But I have a counterclaim. Because I didn't know how it actually goes when you have a counterclaim. I actually thought they at least listen to you. He didn't even want to hear the counterclaim because he didn't even hear all her case. I'm telling y'all, I'm not even trying to be funny or anything. And y'all can believe me or not, but I'm telling y'all, on everything I know, God can take it all away from me. She didn't even finish. It was not even, it was not long at all. The judge pretty much knew what it was early. And I'm going to tell you something. She said that he told Candy, I don't want to hear nothing from you. You sit down there, and if I need you, I'll call you. What she doesn't understand is judges read the cases sometime, or they have their secretary read the cases before they come out. So the reason why the judge didn't listen to the whole case, because he knew it was fruitless. He knew it was fruitless. Now, whether it was on both sides or not, maybe he read my counterclaim and he realized it was fruitless, and he read hers and realized it was fruitless. I'm telling you, the judge had his mind made up in like 3.5 minutes. I'm telling you, I believe that either he read it or maybe his secretary read it, but there was no meat. I believe if he thought that there was meat or merit to the case, he would have listened to her. She was handing him paperwork left and right, and he handed it right back to her. He was disinterested. For her to think for 1 second that she had a case, if she had a case, then why didn't she win? Right now, the reason why she's coming out here saying the things that she's saying, unfortunately, is because she wasted money filing a frivolous lawsuit. And I posted it. I posted the whole verdict, y'all, on my community board and Facebook. She may be upset, but now she's trying to say the judge said something completely different in court, and he did not. He did not. He was writing it up right in court. He was writing it up. So anyway, he wrote it up, and I said, wait a minute, what about my counterclaim? And that's when the bailiff was like, the case is over. And I'm like, but he didn't listen to my counterclaim. I didn't know. I was thinking that he didn't know I had one. But that's a mistake on my part. I should have known. Judges are smarter than that, okay? But I was like, wait a minute. He didn't hear my counterclaim. And he was like, case is over. It was absolutely had nothing to do with what she said. And then okay, let's go back to one thing. She said that I was scared when she walked in. Y'all, I promise you I was not scared. And she said she saw me humble. Well, hell, what am I supposed to do? Fucking twerk in court? I thought you're supposed to sit down and listen in court. If she think that I was scared of her, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. What is it to be scared of, first of all? What is it to be scared of? We're in a civil court. We wasn't in no criminal court, and we was in civil. She sued me for $15K for calling her a narcissist. Okay, that was the first thing out of her mouth. How did she defame you? She called me a narcissist. Come on. You would think if somebody said, how did she defame you, you would think the most defaming thing that I did or said, it would have came out of her mouth. Well, she said she called me a narcissist. Anyway, all I'm saying is when Candy said, girl, Ashley is about to walk through that door, I looked up and I just could not believe my eyes, because I just don't understand. First of all, let me just say it like this. Ashley is darker than me. She's absolutely darker than me. I don't know how she brightens up her skin on pictures and on pictures and live streams, or what do you call them things? Shorts. But Ashley is darker than me, and there's nothing wrong with that. But Ashley don't look like Ashley. So I thought we was having a whole nother Dior shit going on, to be honest with you. I was like, what? I was shocked and appalled that what I saw walk through that court. That's why I was taken aback. I was shocked. She didn't. If Candy wasn't there, I would not have thought that was Ashley. I would have thought that was, maybe her mom or her dad or something like that, but not Ashley. I would not have thought that was Ashley. But anywho, all I'm saying is Scared? I don't know where she got that from because why would I? Why would I be scared of her? We wasn't on that type of time. Why would I be scared of her? We was in civil court. Was I going to be scared to swipe my debit card? Anyway, but as far as her saying that she was the smallest one there, because I heard her say she was the smallest one there. Y'all see how big I am or whatever. You know, I'm not fat. I don't have no big back or anything like that or whatever. I'm 52 years old. I'm shaped like a 52-year-old woman. Well, I'm actually not shaped like I don't know what a 52-year-old woman is shaped like, but you know, I'm still holding it. Okay. I'm still holding it. Now, I'm not going to talk about nobody's body or shape or anything like that. But what I will say is I digress, okay? Because I can't say nothing negative. I am going to respect the courts. But even though she said something negative, saying that she was the smallest one there, maybe her legs, anyway. But again, there was nobody to be scared. I heard somebody said that she should have 2K'd me. Okay, I'm back. But I heard somebody say, somebody said that she should have 2K'd me. It was not on that type of time. If anything, she said I had my head down the whole time and I wasn't even talking to my witness. That's not true. We took a picture, to be honest with you, and we took a picture and okay. Oh, okay. We took a picture and we posted it. We were actually talking, but only before the judge came in. Now, once the judge came in the courtroom, no, we weren't talking after that because you can't. You're not supposed to. I don't think you do. So when the judge came in, no, I wasn't going to talk. I wasn't going to get kicked out the courtroom. But before the judge came in, yes, we were chatting and we took a picture. But once the judge come in and they say, all rise, no, I'm not about to sit there and have no whole conversation with nobody. I'm not about to do that. I'm listening. I'm trying not to, I'm not about to get kicked out of court. I'm not doing any of that. So to say I had my head held down, what? Girl, oh my God. Anyway, just for the record, you guys, nobody was scared of the young lady, okay? Nobody was scared of her. I couldn't believe it was her. I just could not believe because they got to be like 15 filters or some shit. Because I just absolutely could not believe that was her. I'm telling from I couldn't believe it was her. I just could not believe it was her. And I did laugh because I thought of Dior. Dior was the first thing that came to my fucking mind. I'm just like, what the fuck? We got Dior going on here or whatever. Like, I couldn't believe it. So anyway, but again, I think that she's upset because she told her audience one thing and I just posted what the court actually said. And the thing about it is I doubled back. I went back in the court because I'm the type of person, if I don't understand something, I'm going to ask. So I doubled back to ask exactly. I wanted clarity, you guys. I wanted clarity. I wanted to know, could I not talk on her ever again and this, that, and the other? Okay. He stated more than one time, no disparaging comments and no defamation is what he said. So basically, don't defame nobody and don't down talk nobody. Okay. So I'm not sure why she's even over there. Like, she's talked about me and Candy looks like, I'm just going to say this without saying much. That should not be a conversation for her and anybody. Me, anybody on fucking My Little Pony, fucking Critter, nobody. It should not be a conversation for her and anybody. That conversation need to be dead forever, forever. And trust me on that one. That's all I can say. But anyway, it sounds like she's a bit upset. She's already said that she's upset that the paperwork, she wanted it to say one thing, but I don't know who she was listening to in the courtroom, but it was not the same judge that I was listening to. The judge clearly stated no disparaging and no defaming. And that's what he wrote in the paperwork. And as you see in the paperwork, hers was denied Okay. Mine wasn't denied. Mine was, let me see. Mine was discharged. Okay. And the reason why the difference between denied and discharge means that they didn't even hear your case. They did not hear my case, you guys. They didn't let me say nothing about my case. They didn't hear my case. Okay. Hers was denied, which means that they heard some of her case and I guess some of it, and then they just denied it. They denied her. She did not prove her case. Mine was discharged. Or did it say dismissed? Hold on, let me pull it up again. I think hers was denied and mine was discharged or dismissed, but let me just make sure I'm saying the right words. Let me pull it up again. Hold on one second. I just don't understand the purpose of people coming out here and just saying just whatever, just throwing some shit at the wall and just hope it sticks. Like, okay, so it says hers was let me see. Yeah, mine was discharged. So the plaintiff was denied and the counterclaim was discharged. Discharge means they did not hear it. I didn't even get a chance, the opportunity to even say anything. And again, I believe it's because he either read the case or his clerk read the case before today. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because if he didn't, he damn sure didn't give her a chance to, or whatever. He stopped her mid-sentence. He stopped her mid-sentence because she was like, I went to the doctor and I went to behavioral health and this proves my distress. And he was not he was not entertaining that. He was not entertaining that. Okay. So anyway, she said, we believe you. You be slanging them cases or more. Listen, I don't know why someone would come out and just basically just say something totally different. I don't understand it. It gives me like just a wow. That's all I can say is wow. That's all I can say is wow. And then, if you read the order, she had to pay the court costs. Okay. So, my thing is, if Candy, you in here, did the judge scold me? Because I heard that she said the judge scolded me. Oh, he scolded her multiple times. Did the judge scold me? Candy was there. And then she's like, I went by myself and I pulled up. I pulled up and I stepped. You stepped to who? 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 Who did you step to? The judge was chuckling. He was a very friendly judge. He laughed when he said, how did she defame you? She said, she called me a narcissist. That was the first thing out of her mouth. You would think that if she had a defamation case, she would have led with the most, I don't know, the biggest defamation there was. She said, she called me a narcissist. He was like, well, are you a narcissist? Like, I don't understand how now I pulled up and you didn't do shit. Like, I never, like, was I supposed to? I'm not a violent person, you guys. I ain't no gangster. I'm not that girl. I'm a very civilized human being. I didn't know I was supposed to do anything, but if if I wasn't afraid to get in trouble because, he did say don't say anything negative or disparaging or defamation, I would tell you what really happened. I mean, I'm telling y'all well, I'm just going to tell you, her head is the one. She walked with her head down. She sat with her head down, and she walked after the case was over with her head down. Let's just be honest here. Her head was down. Her head was down. Like, I don't even know if I can say that, but I mean, her head was down. So anyway, bye. Girl, we was snickering actually because we couldn't believe what we saw, to be honest with you. Shit, right, man. She said, well, why didn't she post the court documents first if she's telling the truth? I know them folks have got to have more sense than that. Lampo, baby girl, let me tell you something. I don't understand why she would even say what she said, knowing that, I'm going to post it if I get it. You know what I'm saying? If I have the receipt, I'm going to post it. I think that she probably thought, oh, well, let me scare her and not letting them know. And then I just heard her say, oh, we're not supposed to say what the mediator said. Well, the mediator said we can't say nothing to court. I didn't say anything about the mediator to court, but she wanted to meet. She didn't even want to go to court. Let's be honest. The mediator was like, can y'all just apologize to each other right now so we can throw this whole thing out? And she was like, that's all I want. That's all I ever wanted. I said, I will not apologize to her. And even the judge asked, why can't y'all just apologize to each other and leave each other alone? I said, I would never apologize to her. And I said that right in court, and she knows that. I'm not going to apologize to her because I didn't do anything to her. I responded. So for her to say that I was scared and that I really thought that she had a case on me, I never thought she had a case. Ask the people that I spoke with on a daily. They're in here. I laughed at this thing. I literally laughed at this thing. I've been laughing at this for the longest. I never thought that girl had a case. Ask Binky Bink. Ask Lady E. I always said she would not win. I even came out here and told y'all on my site. Matter of fact, that was a one piece of her evidence. She said that she mocked the court and said that I was going to win. I mean, that she was going to win. I did say I was going to win because I knew she didn't have a case. I never thought that this girl was going to beat me in no $15,000 defamation case. Her defamation was, she said, I'm having a love affair with a guy that's in Colombia. The judge was like, have you ever been to Colombia? He was joking the whole entire time. Have you ever been to Colombia? Colombia is a beautiful country. Have you ever been there? She was like, no. She literally said, I said that she's having a love affair with Kevin. All because I said, I don't give a fuck about you and his love affair, or if you want to try to be the third wheel or whatever the fuck the on and off y'all got going on. That's what I said. And she said that's defamation. Anywho, let me just say it like this. If people choose to really believe her, they can. I'm not going to take that from them, but I promise you, this girl is one of the biggest untruth tellers that I have ever encountered. I mean, and I don't understand it. I don't even understand it. I'm telling y'all, I challenge anybody to go and pay for the transcripts and see it for yourself. She said this bailiff snatched me by my arm because I caused some type of commotion in the court. What? Are you serious, girl? Don't you think I would know that? Don't you think I would have known that? I said, wait a minute, I didn't get to do my counterclaim. And he was like, case is over. And I was like, no, but I got a counterclaim. I didn't know that he knew that I had a counterclaim. He didn't want to hear my counterclaim. He said, no despair. He repeated it again. No disparaging and no defamation. That's it. You know? So anyway, I don't understand why she's now making it seem like the judge scolded me and this, that, and the other. She's not telling the truth at all. She said he scolded me for my behavior. Girl, I can't believe she said that. But anyway, yes, I can, because, you know, who are we dealing with, right? But anyway, again, I'm not going to come out here and call her no names. I'm going to take it back to how it was in the beginning, how I wasn't calling her no names. I'm not. But for her to say that she's the smallest one of me and Ashley, let me just say it like this, y'all. I'm not going to talk about her looks, but she did say that she was the smallest one of us. You know how when a person, you know what? I'm going to keep that one. Let me just say it like this, though. I wouldn't trade my body in for hers for $1 million. Okay? I would keep mine. Okay? I would keep what I have. And I would just have to continue to just earn $8,000 a month on YouTube, honey. Because I would not trade mine in for hers. Okay? And trying to say Candy was bigger than she is, where? Candy butt might be bigger. Her hips might be bigger. But bigger where? Because proportion is important. Just because your legs are small. All right, I had to drink me some water, y'all. I had to drink me some water. But anywho, just no, you can't believe everybody. But let's change the subject for a minute. She said, just let us cook in the chat more. Listen, let's change the subject. But trust me when I tell you, I did not come out here and lie to y'all. Just like, what did I tell y'all? I said the judge said what? I said the judge said no disparaging comments and no defamation. Why is that written in the order? And what I didn't realize until later, it was brought to my attention and I checked. While I was live, you guys, it's just important for you guys to know. The person that took me to court then uploaded about 15 screenshots. Well, let me find out. It might be more than that now. About 15 screenshots of my last live to the court, begging and pleading them, to reopen and to actually, she said, she didn't even say reopen. She was like, can you read this before you make the final judgment? Can you read this before? But this girl was literally on my live uploading photos of me and comments that you guys were making about her. And she uploaded to the court portal. So even though the case says disposed of, meaning that closed, she got a slew of attachments that she literally just uploaded while I was live. She got photos of me, my comment section, the beginning of my live, as far as the thumbnail, and then she just made this wild accusation saying that we followed her to her Uber. What? We're not the other person, okay? We don't do that. She said we waited for her outside of the courthouse. Absolutely incorrect. My husband was coming to pick us up. We were waiting on the curve, okay? We were on the sidewalk, and she just so happened to come out. We was already laughing and stuff about how, we was actually just joking her that she's not making the money or whatever. And then here she comes. So we're laughing. She said we followed her to her Uber. Like, oh my God, girl. Anyway, I can't even, we never left the sidewalk. How we follow you to your Uber, but you're the only one that stepped off the sidewalk. And how do we know that was your Uber? What? Like, come on. Are you serious right now? I'm saying the wild accusations is crazy. But anyway, I'm not worried about it, not one bit. Because again, I didn't say nothing negative about that woman, and I didn't say nothing disparaging and nothing defaming about her. So, but she, I'm not even going to go down that little silly route. I was about to say, but she defamed me. I'm not going to call saying the bailiff snatched me up out of the court and the judge scolded me 3 or 4 times. I'm not even going to say that's defamation because it's childish. I wouldn't dare put a case together and be like, Your Honor, she defamed me by saying that your bailiff snatched my arm and I caused a scene in the court and that, you got in my ass. Like, are you serious? Let me tell y'all something that I didn't tell y'all before. Let me tell you how relaxed it was in there in front of the judge. When I said, Your Honor, she said, I'm built like a tree stump. And you can ask Candy this. Matter of fact, before I even said, Candy, what did I do when I told the judge she said I was shaped like a tree trunk? What did I do? And I want when Candy tell you what I did, I want you to answer me, is that a person that is afraid or feel like they were being scolded? Okay, what did I do, Candy, when I told the judge that she said I was shaped like a tree trunk? What did I do? She said 1 minute Amore scared, the next she's wailing past her, then Amore scared again, and then Amore was recording her. I damn sure wasn't scared of her, and I was not recording her. Recording her how? Girl, bye. That vision is in my mind, in my eyes. All right, what Candy said. She stepped back and opened her sweater and did a twirl like... But I didn't say those words. I said, she said I'm shaped like a tree trunk. I think I may have said, do I look like a tree trunk? Now, what I wanted to say was, Your Honor, take a look at who said what and then look at me. That's what I wanted to say. I don't know. But anyway, I just said, Your Honor, She said, I'm shaped like a tree trunk. I stepped back and he looked. Don't think for one moment that he didn't look. I stepped back and he looked at me and I opened up my sweater. I stepped back, opened. Oh, that's you, babe? Oh, I stepped back and opened up my sweater and he looked. And I said, she said, I'm shaped like a tree trunk. Does it look like I'm shaped like a tree trunk or something like that? I said, I don't know. But anyway, but trust me, it was a very calm, relaxed, respectful moment. Nobody got disrespectful. Only thing, if you want to say this was disrespectful, which I don't think it was, when he asked her, was she a narcissist? And she said no. And then he asked me, why'd you call her a narcissist? And I said, because she is a narcissist. Now, if she's saying him asking me, why did I call her a narcissist as despairing, or him sparring with me? No, that's called asking me a question. And she said I interrupt her. I did not interrupt her. See, she thought that she was just going to be able to just flow and say everything that she wanted to say out her mouth before the judge allowed me to talk. And he cut her off and looked at me and said, so what say you? Or, you tell me your side or something like that, he said. But he said, did you call her a narcissist? And I said, yes. And he said, why you call her a narcissist? And I said, because she is a narcissist. That's what I said. What's wrong with that? That's my opinion. And I said, I have not defamed her. I didn't lie on her. It was either my opinion, and he did correct me on something. Let me tell you what he corrected me on. But if anything, I thought this was him being in my favor, or not even in my favor. I shouldn't say that, but telling me basically don't put my foot in my mouth, because he said she accused me of writing her husband. And I said, I did not write her husband. And I was getting ready to explain it. And he says, no, just say no, that wasn't you, that you didn't post that. And I said, well, okay, no, I didn't post that. That's not me. Because I was about to go into deep details. But what I will say, what I did learn, when you are a defendant in a case, you don't have to say much. They have to prove their case. And that's why he wanted me to say minimum, because she said it was me. I said, that's not me. I said, I believe she did it herself. And he said, no, just say you didn't do it. And I said, okay, I didn't do it. So if anything, I think if anything, he just didn't want me to put my foot in my mouth, explain it, because I didn't have to explain it. If she said I did and I say I didn't, she has to prove that I did. She has to prove that I did. And that's with any case. So you really don't have to go into great details. So if anything, he kind of spared me the stupid, long drawn out explanation. But he was like, no, just say you didn't do it. And I said, oh, I didn't do it. Because I didn't write that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't write that at all. If I wrote it, y'all know I own that shit. That's one thing about your girl. I will own it. She said, Amora, your supporters believe you. The truth doesn't need defending. Your black and white speaks for you. So let's move on, because they just want to win at something. Well, they can't win because, like I said, we were not given an order to not speak on each other. We was just given an order to not disparage each other and not speak negative about each other. So I'm not sure what she was listening to, but you see the memo. And I guess she doesn't like that I came out and told the truth, or came out and I guess she don't like that I came out and posted the order. She wanted her people, I guess, I'm assuming she wanted her people to believe that we're not supposed to be speaking on each other, because I heard Screaming Amber over there. You're not supposed to be speaking on each other. And she wasn't even there. But I guess she just relied on, what somebody said. You know what I'm saying? But the judge never told us not to speak on each other, ever. He never said that. He never, ever said that. He never said you guys are not able to speak on each other. Okay? He didn't say that. It was literally a mutual, and it's a mutual, okay? It's a mutual, meaning she agreed not to disparage me. I agree not to disparage her. She agreed not to defame me. I agree not to defame her. Her case was not proven. She said maybe she just handed him a whole bunch of paper and he handed it all back. He didn't even read that shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they said she was in talking about, oh, she was talking about me over there. Yeah. Well, anyway, y'all know that Amber just she said no, she came out first with that fake win as opposed. Yeah, she did. She came out and she said, what did she say? Thank you, Harris County. And I guess she was trying to make it seem like she silenced me or something like that, Girl, like, why you do that? But anyway, there's an age difference. And so with the age, it may be a comprehension thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe young folks don't comprehend like older people or something. I don't know, but I heard disparaging and defamation. So if that's what I heard, why is that what the post says? Why does the letter, let's pull it up, wow, shall we? Why does the letter actually say exactly what I said? Why does it say what I said if he says something totally different in court? If he says something totally different in court, then why I didn't hear it? Why I didn't hear it? Why only her? Why she's the only one that heard that? Because it was never said. It was never said. I don't know what caterpillar or moth, what cat dog roach was talking to her, but it was not the judge. The judge wrote what he said. Okay. And he said, it says, it is further ordered, adjudged, and decreed the parties, plaintiff, counter, defendant, her name, and defendant, my name, defendant, counter, my name, are enjoined from saying negative or disparaging remarks about the other person and defamation statements. That's it. And that's what he said. Do you really think that the court clerk would write something totally different than what the judge said? Do you think the clerk would just go in there and be like, oh, I don't want to write what the judge said. Let me just write whatever I want to say. That's not how it goes. So I do believe that she's probably upset because it was not in her favor. She never had a case. And she has to pay the court costs. And you see that in the memo as well. I don't even know how much the court cost was, but in my counter, I had that she had to pay the court costs, And she said I was upset because he didn't hear my counter. I never expected to win that counter. And you can ask people. I told them, matter of fact, Binky Bink, what did I say yesterday? And it wasn't just Binky Bink. I'm pretty sure Levette heard me, Candy heard me. What did I say yesterday before we even went to court? I said, I'm not even expecting to win. I said, he's going to throw both of it out because we both have named called each other. It was a back and forth. I said, I'm not going to win and she ain't going to win, but she the one asking for 15,000. I didn't put the max. I put 5,000. I just did it just to, to be honest with you, I just did it because she wanted to try to sue me for 15. I'm like, if she sue me for 15, then I'm going to sue her for 5. I knew she wasn't going to win. I knew I wasn't going to win. And I said that. I said, neither one of us is going to win. He's going to throw it out because I knew he was going to look at it as frivolous. It's meatless. It's meatless. If Tasha K won her defamation case, or not, it was really Kevin Hart defamation case. If Tasha K won against Kevin Hart, saying that she defamed him and he got lots and lots and lots of money and he had a lawyer, you really think that she was going to beat me at a defamation case over me calling her a narcissist or saying she doesn't have a psychology degree? And the psychology degree thing, to be honest with you, it was a master's we was talking about. So anyway, but I just find that to be like, who takes people to court for things like that? Who says, oh, she called me a narcissist? That's defamation. Or she said that I have a love affair with Kevin. Or she said that I don't have a degree and here's my degree, Your Honor. Like, who does that? Who does that? Like, who does that? She said I use Ozempic to lose weight, but this is how I really lost weight. Who does that? She says I have diabetes and I don't have diabetes. Well, you said some stuff out your own mouth, and I repeated what you said to me. What you said to me. But who does that? Who goes to court and say that? Oh, you defame me. And it ruined my reputation. How? When you defame someone, not ruin, but it has to damage your rep, right? And it has to cost you financial money, right? How did you lose money over me calling you a narcissist? And she actually said that. Oh, I'm gonna get to that in a minute while my page is demonetized. He didn't even let her explain why, because he didn't want to hear it. He said, do y'all make money on that? She says, before I can say anything, he was like, you make money on that? She was like, oh, she makes a lot of money, a lot of money. And he says, do you make money? She said, I did before I was demonetized, but I'll get to that in a minute. That's another part of my defamation. He didn't even listen to it. He did not listen to it. But you had a case. Anyway, I think she's just in her feelings right now. She's in her feelings because, it didn't turn out quite the way she imagined it or dreamed it or tasted. I don't know. But I could have told her. If she would have asked me, am I going to win this? I would have told you, no, you're not. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. Because it was, you can't come after somebody and when they come after you, you want to start making up all this shit. You can't do that. And anywho, like I said in my last live, I really don't want to talk about this young lady no more. She's talking about, oh, she got humbled. Girl, the thing about it is I didn't talk about her before I helped her out with her platform. I didn't talk about her then. She's irrelevant to me. She's very much irrelevant. So, anyway, after today, I don't care what she says, but I'm glad I was able to post the order on my community wall, and I found out whether that was whether I could do that or not. So I'm glad I was able to post the order on my community wall, because if not, then she would have went with the lie of the judge told us that we have a permanent injunction and we're never to speak on each other again in the public or in private. Like, who the hell, how the hell the judge going to say you can't speak on somebody in private? How would they even know? Like, how do you write something like that? How do you think of it to write it? How? Anyway, she said, I'm glad you posted it too. Yes, I am glad that I posted it, because at the end of the day, I really don't care what her supporters think. They can sit here and think that she's telling the truth. She's telling the truth until they blue in the face. But I want to maintain my transparency with you guys, okay? And if that takes me showing proof, receipts, I would do so. I didn't want y'all to just think, oh, Moira, she said that you're going to get in trouble because she went crazy. When I tell y'all she went crazy uploading my live, pitch photos of me in my live and stuff, and telling the courts all types of crazy shit, screenshots and everything. Like, she begged the court, she was like, can you please take this to the judge before he makes his decision? Like, what? Girl, are you crazy? She's speaking on the case and she's not supposed to, and she made these subliminals against me, Your Honor. Can you please consider this before finalizing it? And I believe she did that because she wanted him, I don't know, maybe she wanted him to put some, I don't know what, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. But nevertheless, I'm glad this one is gone, is done. Not that I was worried about it, but I'm just 4 down, 1 more to go. You know what I'm saying? So shit, but hey, maybe I should become a damn lawyer. You hear me? I've been in court so many times, and then here go Amber, why are you bragging about all these court cases? They don't want me to talk about it, right? And the reason why they don't want me to talk about it is because they look, cray-cray. Goddamn, 4 cases dismissed, denied. How, right? Why do you gotta even come out here and say anything? And then she called me all these names, and then all of a sudden she started going in on my husband. And you know what's funny to me? The fact that she started going in on my husband, right? After Kevin just did a live earlier saying that women shouldn't go in on men, right? The ones that they don't know, they're not, having no dealings with, because he's all mad at break room, going in, calling men all type of names or whatever. But Amber goes in on my husband. My husband ain't never said nothing derogatory to Amber and never will. No matter what I say, no matter what I say about Amber to him, he would never go in on Amber. But Amber called my husband all type of bitches and stuff like that or whatever, She wants attention real, real bad, right? She called my husband a bitch and said all these other things or whatever. But what does that change? What does it change? It changed nothing. It changed nothing. You guys still losing. You guys are still losers. You know what I'm saying? It changes absolutely nothing. Her content still sucks. Jay's the type of guy that she'll never have. My husband don't just come over here and have sex with me for my kids' snacks. Do you understand what I'm saying? He don't just have sex with me for my kids' snacks and then leave and don't answer his phone or don't text back for a while or, shit like that. He doesn't do that. No, my husband actually pays bills. Isn't that the same guy she went to jail for? Because, he wanted to ride her car because he doesn't have one or something like that. And he stole her keys or took her keys or did something or kept her keys or whatever he did. And she ended up going to jail over him. See, let me tell you what type of guy Jay is. If that would have happened between us, if we would have got into it, by the time the police got here, Jay would have made it sound like I didn't do anything to him. He would have been like, you know what, your officer, I did it. She didn't do anything. It was me. He would have, if anybody was going to go to jail, it would have been him, not me. He wouldn't have sat there and let me get handcuffed with 4 fucking hand bracelets, right? Because, you got to connect them bitches together when your wrist that big, right? He would have said, you know what, Your Honor, not Your Honor, but your officer, no, it was me. I started it. It was me, right? He would not have sat there and let me get handcuffed and hauled off in a van to go to jail. He would not have done that. Not at all. So that's the difference between my man and hers. She doesn't have a husband and she's 40, but nevertheless, whatever. However, shit, I had 3 husbands by 40 while you playing. She says she's so jealous of you that it hurts. Absolutely, she's jealous of me. And the reason why she's jealous of me is because we started around the same time. And she feels entitled to the love and support that I get. That's why she makes these silly videos and, looking deranged and cray-crayed and all this stuff or whatever. Like, she has, in my opinion, Amber has a mental issue. She really does, But I can understand. Look at her. When she holds her arm up. Anywho, I can understand it. I can understand why she is jealous. You know what I'm saying? I can definitely understand that. Look at her. We wasn't supposed to see all of that. Had it not been for her good friend, we would not have seen all of that. We was never supposed to see all of that. So we did. We saw it. And there's other people that saw it. And they're talking about her and she doesn't like it. But anywho, it's all good. But she's over there screaming to the top of her lungs. And I just don't understand, how can somebody be so wrong? They don't fact check. They don't know shit. She came out here hollering, you're not supposed to be talking about her. And she didn't even read the order. And I believe even if she read the order, she wouldn't even know what it means. That's just how sad this shit is. They would literally see the order and not know what it says, not know what it means. They're like, what the fuck does that mean then? I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. The fuck you mean? Read it. Tell me what it means, because I don't know what the fuck that means. Mom, Dad, what does this mean? What does this mean? Does this mean I'm not supposed to talk on each other? Does this bitch have a permanent injunction over me? Like, she literally came out. They just come out with no evidence whatsoever. Come out with no evidence and just start talking without even knowing anything. Like I'm a dummy. Like I didn't listen. Like I didn't clarify. You think I would have came and did a whole live if the judge told me to never speak on her again? I would not have. I didn't speak on the mediation because that lady told me you cannot talk about the mediation until you go to court, until your court case, which was a whole week. And I didn't talk about it. Right? I didn't talk about it. I didn't tell y'all. I just said, hey, court was postponed to next week. Right? But no, I respect the courts a whole lot. I respect the courts a whole lot. That's why I clarified. Wait a minute. You said disparaging and no defaming. Does that mean I can't say anything? They was like, no, we're not saying that. You can speak on your experience. And that's what I did. I spoke on my experience. My experience. So anyway, with that being said, I had to come back out here because I just couldn't believe my ears. And then to talk about somebody's appearance, and say they're scared. Like what? They're scared of who? Oh, they were humble. They were sitting over in the court not saying anything. Hell, I thought that's what you're supposed to do when you're in court. I didn't know you supposed to get up and twerk on the damn table and on the benches and shit. She wasn't even talking to her witness. Was I supposed to? When the judge comes in, you supposed to listen. You supposed to be quiet and you supposed to listen. That's what those bailiffs in there for. I remember she wasn't there, but last week when I went to court, it was a girl chewing gum. The bailiff walked dead up to her with a trash can and told her to spit her gum in the trash. I don't want no bailiff coming to call me out. I don't want no bailiff coming over there and like, ma'am, you need to be quiet. No, I don't want that. And see, you have to understand, me and Candy were military. So we know how to follow the rules. We spoke, we talked up until they said, all rise, judge, da-da-da-da-da, coming in, or whatever. And then he said what he said, and he was like, you may take your seats, or whatever he said. And we sat down. It was no more talking. I think I showed her something that I saw on my phone, or she showed me. I think we both showed each other something, but we didn't talk because you'll get kicked out of court if you'd be talking. You're not supposed to have full-fledged conversations with nobody while court is going on. You know? So anyway, she said, yeah, more, check that hoe in the utterly most casual, cool voice. I mean, it makes no sense to come out here and yell and scream for what? The case is over, you know? I see all the messages that she sent to court. Like, I get those. I get those. And she went on a rampage of sending the courts all, screenshots. Like, she's uploading things like crazy to the courts, trying to get their attention before the judge signs the order. And that is what she asked in these court papers. Can you please get this to the judge before the judge signed the final decree? Can you please get this to the judge? Like, lady. And to me, I mean, I'm not a judge, but in my opinion, this doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look good. Anyway, she said, my dad was military as well, in the Air Force, to be exact. Oh, okay, sexy lady. Yeah. So that's one thing I will say about us military people. You know, we ain't gonna, we abide by the laws. We abide by the laws. But she said, I went to divorce court with my sister as a witness, and the bailiff told me I had to spit my gum out before we went in, and I was just a witness. Yeah, because you can't chew gum, eat, drink, or talk in court. You can't. In the courtroom, in the courtroom, you can't. You can't. She says, I'm not military, but I know how to conduct myself in settings, and I'm definitely going to be quiet and attentive in court. Thank you, Oliver, for even saying that, because for her to think that was like she humbled me. She said, oh, she was over there humbled. She had her head down and she wasn't saying nothing. She wasn't even talking to her witness. Girl, me and my witness talk 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day, girl. What are you talking about? We talk all day. All damn day. Why we gotta sit in court and talk when we talk all damn day? We talk all day. Does you not know that? JB wonder, he be like, goddamn, are you dating Candy or what? Like, come on. Or Tinkers or Levette, you know what I mean? We talk all day. So anywho. But to say that I was scared to walk past her and I walked all the way around, I did walk all the way around, but not because I didn't want to walk past her. It's just that it was her and it was another lady and it was another man. And the space was tight, like how it would be in churches. And I didn't want to have to continue to be saying, excuse me, excuse me. So I just walked where there was an opening. But Buki, please believe it was nothing to be scared of. I ain't no gangster. I don't know what you was there for. She was like, but you didn't step. What the fuck? And, you know, and I have that clip because maybe the judge need to ask you what the fuck did that mean? Because step was, she was like, I'm in your city. Now you didn't do shit. I'm in your city. What does that mean? Y'all, so can somebody help me out? Can somebody help me out? What does I'm in your city and you didn't do shit mean? Can somebody tell me what that means? Can somebody please tell me what does I'm in your city and I stepped and I was by myself and you didn't do shit, you didn't do nothing? What does that mean? What exactly does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, it means that she wanted smoke? See, I didn't know she wanted smoke. I didn't know a person that wants smoke hold their head down when they walk in, and you know what I mean? Listen, y'all, trust me. Trust me when I tell you. Lashina says she ignorant for all that. Tinker says she didn't do shit either and didn't. And somebody said you should have TKO'd her. I mean, not TKO'd her, but 2K'd her. And she was like, and then she referenced it like, yeah, like as if that's something that she thought about doing or this and the other. Well, it was just a thought maybe because it didn't happen. It absolutely did not happen. But I ain't no gangster, you know. I would not, you know, y'all know how it is. I don't do that shit. I ain't gonna sit there and just let somebody hit me. No, I'm probably gonna spaz out, you know, and try to, you know, make the news or whatever. But anyway, she said she there for an extra day because she booked her flight home for the wrong date. She said, so what's up? She said that? Did she say that? Did she really say that? She said she deleted the post about the injunction. Why she delete the post about the injunction? Because I proved her wrong? And she feel bad for coming out here and telling these people that? Is that what it is? You know? Anywho. She said, ain't nobody trying to... She just want content or something, or she just wants to... I think that she probably just want to make those people feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? She wants to, you know, she wants to continue to psych them up. And I guess she knows that they'll believe anything. But anyway, y'all, I do not want to be talking about it because she's so irrelevant to me. I'm talking about from the top of the head to the bottom of the feet. Like I would never and would never want to. Never want to, child. I would not for $1 million. Wouldn't want to. I would say, Lord, please let me be myself. She said, I'm telling you, she wanted to do lunch. She didn't know after you said she asked ChatGPT. She didn't know after you said she asked ChatGPT. She asked ChatGPT what? She said, I'm sorry, you have to go through this. Pray to you and the family. Prayers to you and the family. Thank you so much, Justice. Appreciate you for that. So, and you know what? And I want to thank those that have been praying for me. I just found out, I did not know that there's some people that have been interceding for me in the mornings. I heard that you guys be praying for me for a whole hour in the morning. And I just want to tell y'all thank you. I was shocked when I heard that. I was like, they be praying for me. And I heard that y'all do it like on a daily basis or almost daily basis or something like that. So thank y'all for doing that for me. You know, I told my grandmother, well, my grandmother told me like long time ago before she passed away, she was like, I be praying for you. And I said, Grandma, you must be praying for me because it just seems like things just work out for me in my life, right? Just work out for me. And now that she's gone, I don't know why I just have this thing like I know my grandmama up in heaven praying for me. But it's absolutely, I do believe somebody is praying for me. So to hear today, like, girl, you don't know there's a group of women that get up every morning and pray for you for an hour. And I'm like, really? And she said, yes, they pray for you for a whole hour. And I was just like, oh my God, thank you. If you guys can give me a list of who those people are, I would like to personally thank them. If you can give me a list. Thank y'all. She said, does she not know she sent all that shit to the judge, then get on here and lie on him? Will look bad on her. I don't know, but y'all. So I was getting these inboxes, these, you know, because every time something is uploaded to the system, I have it set up to where I get a notification. And it was just coming to me, coming to me, coming to me. And I looked and y'all, it was while I was live. She did this while I was live. So she's over in my live listening to me and uploading all kind of shit to the judge. Like some of it is, and it was just like the first time, to be honest with you, random ass shit, you know, just random stuff. And I was like, and it was like file uploaded, file uploaded, file uploaded, document uploaded, document uploaded. Actually, it says additional document file by party, additional document file by party, additional document file by party. And I was like, what? It's crazy. One case. Y'all heard me, one case. That's one case. One. That ain't multiple cases. That's one case. One case. And none of that I uploaded to the court. I did not upload mine. The only thing I uploaded to the court was just me asking for Candy to be my witness. And I heard her say she did a motion to deny my witness, but the judge didn't grant it. I don't know why that was even a I don't even know why that was a you know, to even say that because the judge didn't grant it. Hold on. Hold on one second. All right. But the judge didn't grant it. He didn't approve it. He didn't approve her motion. She's like, and I did a motion to stop her witness. Yes, she sent me an email and she was like, I object to your witness because I told her, I said I have Candy as a witness. She's going to be in person. And then I have 7 personal witness statements. And she was like, well, I wasn't prepared for that. I did not know that you had a witness. This is the late hour. I object to all of your witnesses. She said she didn't want Candy to be a witness and she didn't want any of my witness statements to be read or entered into the case. She didn't want no witness statement because she didn't want y'all to tell what y'all witnessed. You know, and I know I got more than 7. Y'all came through on the witness statements, but I didn't feel like downloading every last one of them. So I just took the first 7, to be honest with you. I didn't even say, oh, let me take this one, let me take that one. I just did the first 7, but y'all came through on the witness statements. But she objected. She was like, I don't want no witnesses heard or but my thing is this: if I felt like I had a case, I wouldn't object to your witnesses. I didn't object to hers. She said she had witness statements. I didn't object. She objected to all my witnesses, my in-person witness, and all my statements. But you got a case though. She didn't want the judge to hear what they had to say. And the judge was not mean with Candy. I heard her say something like the judge was like, no, don't you come up here. No, he didn't say that. And the judge actually didn't say anything to Candy. Does the what do you call that lady? What do you call them people that sit up there on the what do you call them people? Whatever you call them, the clerks, court clerk, or whatever you call them. They're the one that said, hold on. Oh, actually, you know what? He did say that. He did say that, Candy. He said, if I need you, I'll call you, is what he said. That's what he said. He says, no, they said, which one is Amora Latrice Davis Johnson? I said, me. I don't know if the judge, okay, judge didn't say nothing. Okay, I was thinking, did the judge say anything or the clerk? So the court reporter did. Okay, so the court reporter said, which one is Amora Davis Johnson? And I said, me. And she says, okay, sit right there and we'll call you if we need you, is what she said. We'll call you if we need you. He wasn't mean to her. The way old girl was like, he told her, no, like as if he didn't want to hear her. It was nothing like that. Now, I'm telling y'all, now I don't know this to be fact, okay? But I believe, allegedly, right, my own damn opinion, I believe the judge looked over the case or had his secretary look over the case before today or before we came in there. I don't know how long it takes him to look over each case, but he already knew which way he was leaning. And let me ask because, Sean, are you in here? Do anybody work in the court knows whether or not the judge review cases before he hear them in civil court? Do anybody know? Because the way and the only reason I'm asking that is because the way he act as if he already knew what the outcome was going to be way before we even opened our mouth. For real, I'm not even being funny with you. He already knew what he was going to do. She said, Betty Keisha said they told her she looked like a lawyer. She said they read the pleading. What is the pleading? Common knowledge will say yes to have an idea of what's next. You're right, Tinkerbell. Look what Tinkerbell said. Amore, you are doing way too much explaining. That paperwork says plain as day, denied. You are right. You're right, though. You are right. You are right. You are right. Tinker, like, girl. She said that paperwork, she said you were doing way too much explaining. That paperwork says plain as day, denied. That's all. So what you saying? That's all I need to know. It don't matter if he looked at it on last week, the week before, this morning, an hour before. It don't even matter. The outcome was the same. Denied. You're right. You're right. But I'm done with it, y'all. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. It was denied. Denied. So I don't have to pay nobody no 15K, baby, or no 1K, no 0K. And I didn't even have to pay court costs. She had to pay the court costs. And that was a part of my counterclaim I countered for 5,000, but he didn't even listen to it. But one of them was that she incurred the court costs because why should I have to pay the court fees? She didn't want to run this frivolous thing. She didn't want to waste the court time, not me. Somebody said she looked like a public figure on the first day. To look at the part. Hey, it's all good. But anyway, y'all so crazy. She said they do review the cases before. Well, I know on TV judge show do on the TV judge they do. So anyway, she said them saying she had issues with her flight, etc. So going back to court tomorrow. Oh well, it's all good. Well, she sure filed a whole lot of stuff today. I'm talking about a lot of stuff. Ooh, wee, girl. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. So anyway, but again, hopefully one day these streets will be enough for me to just be able to walk through. And I was going to do another live tonight, but I'm not. I'm done for the day. I am definitely done for the day. But I will be back tomorrow. Okay? She said, you need to deny some with all these court cases, girl. Here go Amber. Why would you brag about having all these court cases? You think it's a flex. You slave black bitch, you. Like, she think calling me those names. But the thing about it is, I was today years old when I found out that, no, let me stop. But just know, you calling me slave and black, just know that you got some people that, you know, align with you that's darker than me, boo, 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 kitty. Boo, boo, kitty, boo, boo, kitty. And I wonder how they feel to hear that. Because, girl, child, I feel light-skinned and I ain't even light-skinned. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know what feeling light-skinned mean. I just said some shit just to be funny, but no, but yeah. But I think black is beautiful no matter what. However, all her dark-skinned people should feel away, to be honest with you, but they probably don't. They probably don't, but trust me. She said, it's Amber White. Hell no. Ain't nothing white about her, not even her credit. Ain't nothing white. You hear me? No, indeedy. She's just, you know, psycho or some shit. I don't know. She was just going, just, oh my God. It's the personal hate for me, though. It's the personal hate. She hate when she thinks that I'm winning, and she's so obsessed with my super chats that she do videos. Y'all give me all your money. Give me all your money. My name is Nate. Y'all give me all your money. Oh, bitch. And you know, and it's so funny because she always say shit like that, but yet she said her goals. You hear me over here complaining about how much she get on her goals? No. She said Amber is jealous. OMG. Absolutely. And I don't even see how she don't even see it. And I don't even see why those people don't tell her, girl, you are so embarrassing. You're literally embarrassing yourself. But I'm telling you, it won't last forever. Those people will eventually get tired of her. Like, girl, what is your problem? Why are you so jealous of that girl? She literally come on every last one of my lives, right? And this is what she do. Let me see what that bitch doing right now. Hold on, y'all, hold on. What she post? What she post? Bitch, why did you just post that? See, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. Why did y'all go strike her page? Why is she still talking? Oh my God. She's happy today. Fuck out of here. And they let her do it. And they literally let her do it. She spins out of control every single day over me. Over me. She spins out of control over me every single day. You got to be, I would think at some point you like, you know what, I'm tired. I can't do it today. I can't do it today, you know? But she said, oh, hey, Amore, this is a different subject, but did you hear the truth is trying to sell his big piano teeth? Who would want to buy them? I was laughing when I heard that. Yeah, child, that's just for skits, honey. She said she came to your city for a vacation. Hey, Houston got some good eats. Shit. She need to take advantage of it. Catch that Uber down to the Breakfast Club. Shit, go to Aunt Bill's, girl. Better go on to Gotti's. She better go on down to Gotti's, girl. They got some good ass fish, girl. Some shrimp, child grits, cheese grits. What do you call it? Angulo sausages, girl. That shit be good as hell. Shit, you listen, them legs will gain some weight here in Houston, baby, child. You'll be proportionate when you leave Houston, child. Houston will get you rounded, baby. All the way around. It'll spread out some of that, you know what I mean? Child, stop playing. She says, aren't some of her supporters in Texas? You know, I don't know. She said, did you see Sierra cursing her daughter? No. Sierra was cussing her daughter, like verbally or just through a text message? She said, was her husband with her? No, she was by herself. And that's something, I'm going to tell you something. Like, Jay ain't even going to let me go to the next state by myself. You hear me? Jay was there. He just wasn't in the courtroom. He was on a business call in the parking lot. You hear me? He was there. He was there. He just had to drive around. But Jay would never let me fly, especially on the international. You know what? I flew international one time without him. I went to Italy with a friend, a girlfriend of mine, and he talked about that. You know, like, when you coming back? You know, da 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 da, whatever. But my husband would not. He would not. He'd just be like, "Nah, I'm gonna go with you." He don't even care. He'd be like, "Nah, I'm going with you. I'm going with you. I'm going with you." So wait a minute. She cussed Desharia out. She said, yes, she mad Desharia talking to Bree. How'd she find out? She said, oh, and she said she didn't see him. She didn't see Jay. She didn't see Jay. Jay was parked. He was coming around. She didn't see him. She didn't see Jay. Nope. Jay was on a phone call when we came out, and he said, I'll be around in a minute. Actually, he came around, and then he had to move because other cars was behind him, and then he came back around. She was calling the person a whore. Not sure if it was Bree. What did she say to Desharia, though? Did she call Desharia a whore? I think it's another girl she's mad at Desharia about. Oh, Desharia probably can't wait to turn 18 and her baby out. Yeah. She made a post up against her own daughter? Oh my God, I gotta go look. Please tell me you lying, child. Are you serious? Let me check. What's her name? Desharia. Both her mama and her daddy retarded as fuck. Hold on. She probably having to uh, go through too much. What's her name? Sierra. I don't even know which page is Sierra's. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't even know which page is this Sharia. I mean, not the Sharia, but Sierra's. Hold on. Shit, I was looking for a different profile. I ain't know she had that motherfucker up there. That's why I got it wrong. Hold on a second. It's coming up. This her page right here. Why is it taking forever? Hold on, y'all. I can't get my Facebook to work. She said this whole bitch need worry about Matt mending. Oh Lord, child. Hold on. I gotta get it up because now you didn't send it to me. Now I gotta see it. Hold on, y'all. Cause she said this whole bitch. Who is whole bitch? Let me see, y'all. Hold on. Let me see which whole bitch she talking about. What's going on with Facebook? Is my Facebook the only one out? Damn. Is y'all Facebook working? She said, check your messages. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out why my Facebook won't come up. Is this her page or no? Or maybe she got my ass blocked. Hold on, let me go under my other one. She might got me blocked up under that, y'all. Hold on. That might be what it is. Sierra done blocked my ass, y'all. I think. Let me see. Yeah, baby. Sierra done got my ass. Hold on. Y'all, is this Sierra? Oh, wow. That's all I can say. Where is Sierra done blocked me? Hold on, y'all. What the hell? What the hell? I can't pull up, y'all. I promise y'all I can't. Hold on. But anyway, Sierra done blocked my other page, y'all. Now, listen, I ain't got that many pages. Sierra done blocked my ass, child. I can't even get to Sierra no more. Hey, and it's funny because people don't be finding that page. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me see something right quick. Let me see something. Sierra, how you done outsmarted me? Sierra done outsmarted me. Give me a second. I need to know how you do that, girl. Let me see something. Or did I block her ass? Let me see. Did she block me or did I block her? Let me go to my block list. Let me go to my block list. See your block list. Let me see. Did I block Sierra? Nope. Sierra blocked my ass. Let me see. Nope. Sierra blocked me, y'all. Let me see something. Yep. Sierra blocked me. I can't access Sierra page. She said she blocked all of us. How the hell did she get me, y'all? She blocked me last year. I'm glad too. Crazy bitch with her slow non-spelling ass. Well, let me just read what somebody sent me because I cannot see Sierra. She said, more she blocked half of us. I know I'm good. Yeah, she blocked me. So okay, so this says okay, so somebody said she took it down, but it says this whole bitch need worry about mending like you mend the broken heart, mending her own daughter relationship. The daughter who don't like you, she claimed her daughter don't like everybody. So she said, don't come back at my house now about that, then or I will call the police. And then Sierra said, woman, I don't want to come, bitch. And the girl says, I promise you won't call me that to my face. I promise you won't call me that to my face. And the girl and Sierra said, and will, bitch. You don't scare me. But we already know what this is a girl named Latricia. But we already know what Sierra gonna say if she ever goes to her house. We know she ain't gonna pull up, right? All the way to the door, and she ain't gonna all she gonna say is, I said what I said. I said what I said. I said what I said. But I said what I said. I said what I said. That's all she gonna say. Take her kids. Her kids gonna do the motherfucking fight for her. I said what I said, girl. She said they posted it in the group. Oh, it's in the group? Yeah, y'all. From now on, I won't be able to peep Sierra. Sierra done blocked me totally, baby. Honey, I am out, child. I am out. I have no access to see. Let me check this page. Let me see it. Let me see on this page. I know at one time I blocked her. But I think Sierra got me, child. Sierra is, let me see something. Unless I'm spelling her damn name wrong. C-I-E. Nope. Sierra got my ass. C-I-E-R-A. C-I-E. Yep, nope, she got me. Sierra, you got me, girl. You got me, girl. You got me, girl. You got me, girl. She done blocked me, baby. You hear me? Ooh, Lord, and mercy, mercy. She said, is Desharia and Sierra beefing? That young lady does not want. Okay. Ooh, la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Let me see, let me see, let me see what you got. Y'all know I'm still full from earlier. OMG. You funny, Candy. Oh, see, I should have came to the group before I went live. I love y'all. God damn, I love y'all. I love my girls. 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 I love y'all. Yeah, I don't see it, but it's all good. Anyway, she used her page, Watkins Full House, and went under the Sharia post. Oh, what did she say up under the Sharia post? She said, more check your inbox. Damn, is she being mean to the Sharia? Y'all, let me see. She said, I did my part as a mother. And if you betray your own mom for another hoe, I have nothing more to say to you. Oh, wow. And then she said, oh, shit, y'all. And then she said, Penny said, I swear I wish I lived near you. I would adopt you as my daughter. I was blessed with 3 sons, so I don't know what it's like to have a daughter. I do know that I'll spoil the fuck out of you and Amira for sure. And Sierra said Desharia turns against her own parents for random votes. What? And some lady said, don't say that, love. She just gave you your flowers on yesterday. You know what? Sierra's a piece of shit. Ain't no fucking way I'm gonna come out here and talk about my goddamn 17-year-old to a bunch of fucking strangers. Ain't no damn way. Not in no derogatory way. You keep that shit. Oh my God. Like you a horrible ass individual for real. Like who does that? You come out here and say something negative about your daughter to these people. Even though these people have been tearing Desharia down for fucking months, years, and you come out here and say something about your daughter like that, girl, you a piece of shit. To even put that shit on social media, what the fuck does that have to do with so? Man, oh my God, these motherfuckers get on my nerves straight like that. For real, for real. Oh my God. Deshara, you need somewhere to stay, girl. We got 5 bedrooms, honey. 5 bedrooms in Texas. Hit us up. 5 bedrooms. You just got to go to school, finish school. You ain't got to pay no bills. None of that. Come on. You and the baby. Y'all got somewhere to stay here. I tell Jay tomorrow. We got 5 bedrooms and a bonus room and a theater room. And girl, we got a pool. We got a pool. She can come here. She can come here. She turned on her parents for random votes. Don't make no sense. Sarah needs to realize that struggling with homelessness, financially unable to support her children, and bringing different men around her children is failing them. Child. She says, now that would be a saga. Girl, it sure will be a saga. You hear me? That's crazy. Her parents are dumber than dumb. They both came out here and said some shit on her. She says, I know this is off topic, but I was in Kevin Live today and he was putting together a walker for the baby. Someone in the comments said, what did you get your granddaughter? And said he have abandoned his responsibility. Wait a minute, what? I know this is off topic, but I was in Kevin Live today and he was putting together a walker for the baby. Someone in his comments said, what did you get your granddaughter? And he said he have abandoned his responsibility. Who was he saying who abandoned his responsibility? Kevin said Robert abandoned his responsibility. Oh yeah, seriously, I would let her come stay. Yep, she save all her money, get up on her feet, go get you a little job, get up on your feet, save you some money, girl. Figure it out. She can even join the military. I watch the baby till she come back. She can go into the military, go make something beautiful of your life. A lot of people love shitting on the military or whatever, trying to make it seem like, oh, it's for dumb folks or your parents didn't love you if they let you go to the military. Because I heard that so many times by lame-os and shit. Oh, lame-os, oh, your parents didn't love you, they let you go to the military. If that's the case, who's going to fight the wars if don't nobody join the military? Anyway, but which I think is the dumbest thing ever. But she could actually live a good life if she was in the military because guess what? She wouldn't need her mama or her motherfucking daddy no more. You hear me? She would be totally independent. Girl, join the military. I don't know what she planned on doing. She can actually even pursue singing while in the military. But girl, the military is a damn foundation. She should go into, if she was my niece or something like that, I would encourage her to go into the military just to get away. Because one thing the military won't do, especially when you're young like that, they won't just put you out there and let you sink. No, they hand walk you. They hand walk you. They will help her grow up, like really grow up, and provide her stable living. Her mama and her daddy be leeching off her ass. Let me see if I can get some of your military benefits. Can you put me on your insurance? Can you put me on your medical and your health plan? They'll be begging for all type of shit. Can I get on your education plan? She said, I love my daughter. She's in the military, the Navy. Yep, that's right, Cheryl. There's a lot of our kids in the military. She said, I lived a great childhood as a military baby. I lived a great childhood as a military baby. That's what I'm saying. And she's not, she's 17 now, but she'll be 18 in December. She could take the test, join the military, and I'm telling you, they will help care for her and her daughter. They will help care for her and her daughter, provide her a place to stay. They will help her. They will help her. And because her rank will be low when she first come in, they will offset the price of childcare. The childcare when it comes to like on base childcare versus civilian childcare, girl. Civilian world, you probably paying for one child maybe like 800-900, maybe it might be more than that now. I don't know how much. How much is the cost for one child a month for daycare? But whatever it is in the civilian world, in the military world, is cheaper if you go on base. How much is daycare now? I know back in the day it used to be like 580, almost 600 a month, but I'm pretty sure it's higher than that now. But girl, they will take care of her, honey. It's 1,000 a month. See, for one child, oh, that's a lot. Ooh, Jesus, Jesus. But with the military on the base, they charge less than that. And when she turned 18, she don't even need her mom and daddy no more when it comes to whether you sign up, whether she sign up or she don't need their signature. And they'll be so mad and thirsty. They'll be proud of her then, coming out here like, yeah, my daughter in the military. I can see them posting all type of military pictures of hers. She said if that did happen, I would definitely help her out with that or more. I've been thinking we should help take care of her anyway. Imagine how well she would do with our help. Yeah, I was gonna do it before Sister Teacher. I had mentioned it, and then when her mama said what she said, I was like, fuck it, because I didn't want to have to deal with her mama and her daddy. So that's why I didn't move forward. But when she turned 18, she grown. You know what I'm saying? She grown by then, so she can make her own decisions. But I can help her get into the military if that's something that she wants to do. But I do believe that'll take her out of Forest City and far the fuck away from them mofos. And she can explore the world, baby. That's one thing about the military. You gonna travel. She said, yes, the military changed my niece's life tremendously. She was in the path of destruction. Now, since she's been in the military, she has her own car and apartment and doing very well. See, I'd be laughing when they say shit like, oh, you was dumb. That's why you joined the military, because you was dumb. Yeah, okay, but I'm 52 and retired now. What you doing? And this is not me hating on nobody. I don't need y'all telling me that in my comments or whatever. I'm not hating on nobody. I'm just saying it does provide a good life. Well, I ain't gonna say the best life. We ain't rich, but baby, we all right. We definitely all right. You know. She said, my man comes from a military background. He tried, but they kicked his ass out. Damn. Yeah, but they'll be so damn proud of her and try to capitalize off of that. They would definitely, especially Sierra, she'd be like, can you see if you can put some of these damn kids on your military benefits? She wants Jashar. She probably asked Jashar to adopt them damn children. Can you see if they can get extra money? She said, boy, did you see that the Army filed for divorce? Oh, that Amy filed for divorce from Dwight Howard. All the fuck ready, but you know what? We heard that. You remember we heard they broke up though. But girl, I'm about to get them divorce papers. What the fuck? So you know what? We heard that they had broke up already. And guess who told us? Tasha K long time ago. But they tried to play it off and act like it wasn't true. Remember that? And it was because of his lifestyle. But girl, let me get a hold of them damn divorce paperwork and see what the hell Amy done said. She didn't file for divorce against the white. Goddamn, didn't they just get married? Shit. Girl, that did not take long. What did she find out, baby? Inquiry minds want to know. What the hell? Damn, but Tasha K spilled that tea. That's one thing I can say about Tasha, honey. They be giving her the tea because Tasha K said they get a divorce. Tasha K said Will Smith and Jada get a divorce. And I'm like, Will Smith and Jada, they get a divorce? But baby, they said Will Smith dated him a white woman now, honey. Well, she didn't say white, she said other. So I'm assuming it's white. But girl, what is really going on? They be giving Tasha K the information. 6 months? Damn, 6 months. That's the fucking quickest divorce. She found out. But listen, so but it is because of but how she didn't know that shit? How did she not know that? She made a post about your live the other day. Who did? Sierra? I heard Sierra did. She blocked my ass though. What she say about what that old crazy ass girl say about my live, y'all? I couldn't see it because she blocked me. What she say? I mean, I really don't care, but I mean, for shits and giggles, what did the crazy ass girl say about my live? He got caught being a booty bandit. But how she said she ignored his ass in the air while he sleep. But how in the hell did she not already know that he already pled guilty and said it was consensual sex with another guy? She was mad that you said she was scared of Shell. Girl, I bet you was. Fuck you mean? You stand all the way at the top of the hill and Shell came with a knife and everything. She ain't drop kick Shell or nothing. You know what I'm saying? She ain't try to take the knife out of her hand. Her kids was there. Bitch, that bitch stood behind her mama talking about, I said what I said. I said what I said. I still said what I said. Girl, bye. Tell me she wasn't scared. She was scared of shit. She wouldn't even open that damn door until her mama came. That's how them kids got outside. She wasn't about to open that door. She know Cher was not playing with her ass. You know what I mean? She said Royce Reed is posting subliminals. Girl said it so. Oh my God. I gotta go get them. Oh my God. You just gave me my story for tomorrow, girl. Oh my gosh. She said, so Sierra be over here in the bush too. Hell yeah, they all be over here in my bushes. I think they like the sound of my damn voice. You hear me? I do. I think they like the sound of my voice. She says, I'm fat, but did y'all see Sierra is shaped like the Michigan man? She ain't the only one, girl. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers out here, especially the ones, woo, child, honey. There's a whole lot of Michigan. Yeah, child, that's all I can say is yeah. Sierra can't show her daughter nothing. She had them two babies out there while she was arguing with women about a man. Sad as fuck. Exactly. Baby was fighting the air and shit. She said, off topic, but did you see Charleston White had a change of heart about Carmela Anthony case? You know, I was wondering why he went so hard on the young fella. I don't know why he went so hard on the young fella. Shit, I still believe Carmela Anthony was, you know, well within his rights to protect himself. Shit, you push me, I don't know what I'm grabbing. Nah, that's all I got to say. I don't know what I'm grabbing. But I'm gonna have to go check that. Damn, y'all get look at you, the cameraman, the real abuser. Y'all give me some. Y'all need to be in my damn group. That's the type of shit I want in my group right there. You hear me? That's the type of shit I want in my group right there, baby. Drop them damn stories in my group. Shit. Drop them damn stories in my group. Are you in my group, the real cameraman? The cameraman is the real abuser. Are you in my group? She said, Amore said the baby didn't shot all the birds off. Hey, baby didn't shoot all the birds out the sky. He shot all the birds out the sky. That motherfucker was falling left and right. You hear me? Hey, it's blessing time. Hey, girl. Oh, that's what's up. So he went and talked to the daddy. Okay, that's what's up. She said, Amore, it was so funny when you was narrating that video. Girl, he was flicking them birds off, baby. Wrong finger, but he was getting them in, though. Tell me he wasn't. He was doing somersaults, too. He did a roundabout or something like that. She said, you haven't added me yet. Does your first name start with an N? I saw yesterday. Oh, okay. I'm just seeing your thing, Raw Truth. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Okay, Lakeisha, I got you, honey. I'm just reading y'all messages. She said, Amore, drop the link again for the level 3. So I just made Candy and Levette and Candy Levette and God damn it, Vanessa moderators. So they're going to be bringing people into the group because I got them, you know, reviewing them. Hold on one second. Let me go get it. The shit I gotta do to get over to this page. Hold on. But please don't sign up for the group if you have not already increased your don't sign up if you have not already increased your membership to level 3. And the reason why I say that is because you're not gonna get in. You're not gonna get in. You're not going to get in. All right, hold on. All right, I just dropped it. We got 129 people waiting to get in, and I know we don't have 129 people signed up for level. Oh, but I think they did ask me. They asked me for my updated spreadsheet. I think that's what they asked me, didn't they? I think they want my updated list. Let me get in my updated list right quick. They want my updated list of memberships. Okay. My updated list. Let me see. I did that wrong. Okay, I see y'all. I see y'all showing out. Get a list. Hold on. I see y'all are showing out. Y'all are showing out. She said everybody was kung fu fighting. They were one name. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Download. All right, I'm sending it to you. Where am I putting it at? Hold on. I dropped the link and I'm sending the updated list right now to the mods. To the mods. Hold on. Why I cannot find. Why I don't know what. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. All right, here we go. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to figure something out. I don't know how to send it. Share. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay. All right. It was sharing in the clouds. Okay, I got it now. It was sharing in the clouds. Okay, here it goes. Okay, the data set. All right, here we go. So let me send this to the mods. Tell me if y'all got that. Can y'all see that? Oh, it just disappeared. Let me do it again. Oh, it went away. I guess it don't let me put it in there. July 7th. Yep, that's July 7th. All right, I just uploaded it for y'all. Y'all should be able to see it now. She says, I'm a few minutes back, y'all, but more Facebook blocked the IP address. So if she blocked you on one page, your other page will become limited as well. Meaning they will show the page, but load nothing. Oh. that's what it is then. Okay. Hey, tell me if you got it. Do you have it? Oh, QC, let me add you as a moderator right quick in there. Is that what she did? Okay. So she blocked one page, all my other pages gonna be blocked. Oh shit. Well, that's what happened then because honey, I can't see none of her shit when she got me. Cause I'm like, how do you find that? Most people don't find that page. Most people look, and they can't find that page. They cannot find it. So I was actually a little shocked that she was able to find it. Hold on, let me add QC as a moderator so we can speed up letting in. But you guys, please be careful letting people. QC, you ain't in here yet? Oh, there you go. All right, QC, I just invited you as a moderator. If I invited you as a moderator, I need you to accept the moderator position before you can go through and bring people in. So I just invited you. Okay. She said more. I just requested to join. Okay, they're gonna get you, baby. They're gonna get you. We're just a little late. She said, go to school for free in the military. Damn near. Got my degree. Shit, I got both my degrees in the military. Well, some of the classes I didn't do. Well, you might as well say it was military. So I started college when hit my elbow. I started college when I was married to a military guy. So they used to have a program back in the day. They used to send spouses to school for free because they didn't want, the military to be having dumbass wives. So they sent them to school for free. But I don't even know if they do that anymore. Or they didn't really send them for free. They sent them on a discount, a very, very good discount. But I don't know if they still have the spouses education program yet. Anymore. But with military personnel, yeah, you can pretty much go to school, and make sure your tuition and stuff is free. Very flexible. So I don't know how anybody can go through the military without a degree. Is this for level 3 or is it another page? Yeah, that's level 3. That's gonna be for level 3. They're gonna work on y'all tonight, though, y'all, for real. But let me head up off here, honey. I only came back on here just for them, just to clear up just a couple of things. And you know what? I just went in the sisterhood group and saw that y'all said ignore her, and I should have, but it's all good. I didn't say anything defaming, and I didn't say anything disparaging. I could have said a whole lot. Trust me, I could have, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm not gonna disobey the court. But Lord Jesus, honey, just know the eyes have seen all I can see today. And I'm tired. She said, you see the family that said RH scammed them, posted pictures of the son after drug issue. I heard about that, and I was supposed to talk to that young lady, but I didn't get around to doing it. She said, Amor, I thought you had ended the live. I left to watch the beginning. You still live. Oh, I'm about to get off love and vibes. I'm about to get off. But listen, y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so very much. And for those that told me don't go live, maybe I should have listened, but I ain't see it until just recently. So, but y'all know how it is, because I couldn't believe she was on here talking all that smack, telling all them damn fucking falsehoods and shit like that. But it's all good, and I'm not I don't plan on going back and forth with her. If she wants to talk, let her talk. If she wants to talk, let her talk. If them people believe her, go right ahead. I ain't got nothing to prove to them, honey. It's all about my supporters. Those people are not my supporters, and they can say whatever they want to say, and I don't give no damns, honey. You hear me? So anyway, thank you, Hype Me Up. She said, y'all, is me. Lil Spoon is back. Sick of him coming for Tiff, and Buck is back. That Lil Spoon, if you can't get it up. I heard that Kevin was coming for Tiffany. I gotta find out what the fuck is going on, because what the fuck is going on? I heard he was coming for Tiffany. What? How Kevin gonna come? Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you one thing about Tiff the Gift, honey. Tiff the Gift is she's going to defend herself, okay? She is not going to lay down. She's going to make sure that her voice is heard. You hear me? So proud of that girl. Anyway, love you, sis. And thank you, Hype Me Up. Thank you, Jamaica Moore. Please don't respond to the bullshit. We are true and faithful supporters. Stand with you no matter what. Please, let's stand with our sister. Thank you so much, Jamaica. And y'all, going forward, I'm done. Whatever she say it. Whatever she say it. But if another lawsuit come up or stuff like that, I will let y'all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because you know she did file a slew of shit with the court, so I'll keep y'all up to date as to what's going on. Like, did they respond? Because they normally take like 24 hours to respond. So she flooded their inbox with a bunch of bullshit, and I will let y'all know what's going on. Okay. But as far as talking back to her, I'm ignoring her ass. Okay. For real, for real. Camille, thank you, girl. Folks just can't take the L and keep moving on, girl. You know they gotta come. They gotta come out and make some shit up. Thank you, baby. Love you, girl. Hype me up. 15K gone away in one day. Child. Ooh, honey, that would have been a good come up. You hear me? Thank you, hype me up. Deny, deny, deny. That part, girl. Lying. Okay, girl. Rita M. Thank you, girl. More the smart people know you showed the proof and left her mouth wide open. Yep. And she had to come back and delete that damn post she made up there talking all that shit. Barbara Clark, Amore, ignore her. She big mad, very, very much so. Thank you, Barbara. Kimberly T. Amore, let her have it. You still got your 15K. You won, period. Okay, 20 months. I love it, Kimberly T. Still got my 20K. Somebody wanted a vacation somewhere, huh? Quanti Hill, I wanted she should tell us, I'm going to get this money. I'm going to get this money. She said, I thought they were trying to waste your time. I know she didn't really think she would win. Girl, I don't, you know, from the sound of it, I really do believe she thought she was going to win. And that makes it even scarier. That makes it even scarier that she thought that. Lord Jesus, what was she thinking? Thank you, Quanti. Now, thanks for upgrading your membership, baby. Barbara Clark, she said, we believe you. That's all that matters. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate y'all. Tinkerbell, we know that homely girl. Thank you. Thank you, Tinker. She said, girl, thank you, Candy. Thank you, Candy. I'm going to let y'all read Tinkers and Candy. She said, Howard, thank you, Tinkers. Thank you, Tinkers. Jen, she said, thank you, Jen. K Kim, go return. Thank you, K Kim. She said, I'm sorry you have to go through this. Pray to you. I mean, she said, prayers to you and your family. Thank you so much, Justice. Y'all showing out. Listen, Candy said, thank you, Candy. Thank you, Demetrius. Appreciate the membership, girl. Y'all are showing out. Christy, blessings to you more. Thank you so much. And thank you for the 10-month membership. Y'all too damn funny. You hear me? Okay. Okay. She said this happened before her. She had to retract and did some lie. I can't recall what it was. Oh, really? It happened before she had to retract? Child, that's what you gotta be more careful. You gotta be more careful. Gotta be more careful. Okay. She called you Wesley Snipes, said if they didn't have a knife, she would have went out. Oh, that's what she said. So she said that she would have approached Michelle and the other girls. It was 3 girls there. You really think that Sierra would have went out? You think that Sierra, listen, I ain't even no fool. Raise your hand. You know, matter of fact, I heard another guy do this the other day. I don't even know if we have these emojis. But he said, put a check in the comments if you would have stepped out if it was 3 girls, and put a cap in the comments if you would not, if you capping. So do you think that that Sierra would have went out? Is she capping? It's check if you think Sierra would have went out, a cap if you think her ass would not have went out. Is she checking or capping, y'all? Checking or capping? Would she have went out with 3 girls if they didn't have a knife? I see caps. I see caps. She capping. She capping her ass off. Because what fool would? I'm not going out there, 3 women out there. That's a fucking advantage. Who going out there? There's 3 people out there. That's 3 against 1. 1 against 1 is one thing, but 3 against 1, I ain't stepping out that door, baby. I need backup. That's why the cops don't come in the house until they get backup. You hear me? The cops, when they know you body, like, I need backup. I need backup. I need backup. I'm waiting in the car right now, eating a jelly donut, and I'm waiting on backup. I'm not getting out this motherfucking car. Hell no, when y'all come, I'm coming. I know I got a weapon, but I ain't going in there. It's just me. Fuck what you mean? Hell no, I'm eating my jelly donut and drinking my coffee, and when y'all come, I'll be right here, okay? She talking about she would have went out there. She ain't had no knife. She capping her ass off. You hear me? She capping her damn ass off. She crazy as hell. I wouldn't have went out there either. I would not have went out there. She had no damn knife, or it was 3 women. And one of them girls was hitting her fist in her hand, talking about, you hell no, ain't going out there. They would have whooped her in front of her kids. You hear me? They would have whooped her tail in front of them children. Baby. No, indeedy. She said, More, I have a question. What's your question, baby? She is capping big time. Talking about something she would have went out there without the knife. Who the hell she? Girl, bye. She said, More F them raccoon, possum, birds, snakes, moths, squirrels. They sad. That part, Michelle. That part. Sierra would have got a little hurt. Too. She would have got a little hurt. She sure would have. Oh, she said she would have got Lily hurt too. Yeah, she sure would have. She wasn't coming out with one. She would have sent them kids. Listen, she wasn't coming out. Talking about she would have went out there if it wasn't no night. Girl, shut up. That girl wasn't coming outside. You saw where she was in that damn door. Talking about something. There she go. There she go. There she go. Look, y'all. There she go. There she go. There she go. Look, y'all. Look, y'all. Look, y'all. There she go. There she go. Look, y'all. There she goes. She put that camera on to prevent them from running up on her ass. That's what she did. If she had that camera on, they probably would have snuck her ass. For real. They would have walked right up there and drilled her out that damn door. She won't press charges because she knows she was going to show all of them the nasty videos she keeps sending to Rex. Exactly. Exactly. And she'll be in court talking about something. I didn't send it. It was a slip of the finger. I was just showing him what he missing, Your Honor. Why she say Rex played the wife? What he do? Girl, I don't know what he did, but why she worried about it? That's her ex. But somebody was like, that's our baby daddy. Yeah, right. Girl, whatever. She said, if we upgrade to level 3, are we still doing lives on level 2 as well? Yeah, we'll do lives on level 2, but my level 3 is gonna get the T when y'all get in there. When y'all get in there, I got something to show you for real. Why you playing? Demetrius said, what you say, Demetrius? She says, wait, I already was a member. I just upgraded and it started me all over again. Does it? I don't think it starts you all over. It shouldn't. Did it start you all over? I don't think it should, Demetrius. She said her stomach jumped in them tights saying, I say it when I say it. I say it when I say it. I say it when I say it. Girl, let's go sit your ass all the way down looking like a Jell-O pop. Looking like old Jell-O pudding pop. She said, I told Shell not to take her butt over there. You told Shell not to go over there with the knife. Shell like, fuck that. She talking about my kids. I'm sick of this hoe. She said, I upgraded, so I should be good. Okay, cool. She said, no, it doesn't start you all over unless you have a whole new account. Okay, Lisa said it doesn't start you all over unless you have a whole new account. She said, I've been a member longer than 2, is that 2 months? What does that say? I've been a member longer than what? 2. She said, we need to start doing some lives in the group. It's messy as fuck out here. I feel like we have to fight for our lives out here. Yeah, we can do some lives in the group. When we get level 3 up and running, we're going to do some lives in that group for real. But we got to make sure we vet it, baby. We got to make sure we vetted. Okay, they trying to come in, though. They already trying to come in. She said, break room over there going off on Upper Kevin and DM. Let's go, y'all. I love y'all. Hit that thumbs up button on the way out. Let's go support our sister Break Room, baby. Let's find out who Break Room cussing out and why. You said she cussing out who? You said Kevin, Upper, and DM. God damn, Break Room. Okay, here we come, Tiff. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye now.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
She kept talking about
We
that
got these
Tiff.
hoes over there.
She kept
man.
talking about that family.
Pocket.
She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangster.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be wanting to listen on damn body.
Because they can't make a dollar without mentioning now one of